I'm going to show you a crazy magic trick. Yes, that is great. That is right, a crazy magic trick for parties and friends and family. Okay, but here's the magic trick. So, I cut open my watermelon and I was surprised because I used my big knife, as I always do, and I cut it open, and when I opened it, I found something that wasn't there. But, here's the thing. So, now, you see, it's been cut, as you can tell. You can clearly see the cut. Okay, now I'm just going to say a few magic words, and what's going to happen is abracadabra. It's going to be from shell form. Well, not shell form. This is the shell. But it's going to be, the inside is going to turn into a big fat ball. So, abracadabra, alakazam. Boom. And boom. There it is. It is turned into one big ball of watermelon. That's amazing. Hi, I'm Jay Simkovitz, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Jay. I am wearing my favorite shirt, The Last Perfect Man, because it is true, Homer Simpson is the last perfect man out there in the world, but that's not what I'm talking about today. Today I am showing you a party trick that will amaze kids, families, friends, anybody at a party or a social gathering, okay? It's amazing what you can do. Now, what you're going to need to create this at the moment is these 2 watermelons and a very sharp knife, literally. So the first thing you want to do is push one aside, and you're going to cut this one so that you can get all the skin off of it. So if you got a sticker on it, try to remove the sticker so you don't have to deal with it. Put on the other watermelon, whatever you want to do. And you want to cut off all the skin till you see green. That is what you're trying to do. So, okay, you know what? First thing, let me try to cut the top off first. Because you want an even base. That's what you need. Something to hold it down. Okay, you might need a cutting board for this. If you don't have one, that's fine. Just do the best you can. Now it's much more sturdy instead of how it was before. You're just going to try to cut all this watermelon off without trying to damage it so much that you just have nothing left of it. Got to be careful. Knife is sharp. It's been sharpened, so it's going to be very, very sharp, and you don't want to cut yourself. So please, if you're going to do this, ask a parent to cut it for you if you are a child. Okay, so you see what I'm doing right now. I'm going to show you what it looks like after you've taken off the skin from the watermelon. As you can see, the watermelon has been cut, but there's still green parts because you can see the reddish pink part of it, and that's what you want. Okay, you want to be able to see that throughout the whole entire thing. So you gotta cut it even more now, which will be so much easier without chopping off a whole lot of it to see the reddish pink part. See, it comes off so much easier than before. And that's what you want. But you want to try to not to remove a lot of the watermelon, because you want to keep as much of the watermelon as there is. So I will come back to you when I've cut it all out so you can see what the next step is. Now that our watermelon is fully cut, you're going to need some other things to make it smooth. Now, we're going to use something to make it smooth and curved like you would with sandpaper, but we're literally not going to use sandpaper for this. What you're going to need is these heavy-duty scoring sponges because you want the rough side. So let's open it, and I'll show you what I mean. You know what? Knife is always good. So you're going to need this side, the green side. That is what you're going to need, and you're going to need a towel. Now, the reason for the towel is because this is going to get really, really wet. Well, not the towel itself, but the countertop is going to get super wet. So you got to be very careful with that. So what you're going to do is you're going to scrape it like you're using sandpaper. Okay, and the reason for this is because it's going to work great on getting it all around the edges to make it nice and smooth, as you can see. See, it shaves it down without using real sandpaper, which is great. And you're going to be able to remove all these pieces of skin that are still green there, because you can't get everything, but you do the best you can. So I will show you what it looks like when you are done, well, sanding it down to what you want. Because this will take quite a while. It'll take at least 20 minutes, if not longer, to actually sand it all down. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Now that the watermelon has been shaped into the way you want it, where you can see that there's hardly any whites. I mean, there are a few dots here and here and here that are in there, but it's okay. So now that you're done with this, what you want to do is move it to the side, and you want to take your second watermelon, and you want to remove the stickers if there are any stickers. And what you want to do is you want to cut it as much as possible straight in the middle. Okay? Now this can be hard for people. Sometimes it can be. But if you have a very sharp knife, as I have right here, it should be a little bit easier to get it in there. But be careful. You don't want to cut yourself. So you want to kind of make a line, and then you want to push it down. Okay, now it might not come out perfectly straight or perfectly even, as you can tell, but that's okay. For this trick, it's totally fine. Now what you're going to need is a paring knife. Now the reason for this is because it is nice and sharp, and it's so much easier to cut into this. So you want to cut into it and make lines. Here, I'll show you what you need to do. So you're going to make lines so it's crisscross through the whole thing. You know, it's funny. They said this was seedless, but there's seeds in here. What a crock. I should get my money back for this. For them lying to me. They said it was seedless. It's not seedless. Now you want to cut as far and as deep as you can without puncturing it right through the whole entire watermelon, right to the end, because that's not the whole point of this magic trick. Okay, now that you've cut it and it looks like it's crisscross, as you can see, you're going to scoop it out. So you're going to need a spoon. Okay, you can use a big giant spoon, or a little spoon like this, but that will take forever. So we are going with a nice medium-sized spoon. And you're going to need a container so you can take your watermelon and put it into the container. Got our lovely container here and our spoon, and we're going to scoop this out. the best way you can. Okay, I'm going to show you what you do, what it looks like when it's done with both of them have been fully shelled out. Okay, so now we got our 2 halves shelled out. Now you got to fit the watermelon that you took out of the first one that you've cut, and you want to put it into here. So you do the best you can. You just place it in there as tightly, as neatly as possible. And since it's smaller than the original, which is great, you'll be able to fit it on top, like so. Okay, now you just got to find out where they start and where they end, like where it's going to be. So you see right here for me, something like that. Give or take a little bit. I mean, sometimes you might not get it perfectly even, but nonetheless, it is a great way. So then what happens is when you show people, you're going to say, look, I've already cut the watermelon, and look what I found inside. Oh my gosh. Another big watermelon. Like, it's been shelled out. Like, it was just there. Like, oh my gosh. What a crazy magic trick that kids will love. They'll be so surprised. They'll be like, wow, what a great melon in there. I mean, seriously. You got your 2 halves still, and you got your big ball. You can cut it into smaller pieces so that people can enjoy. See? Nice. Well, they're big pieces, but nonetheless, they're thin. So they're small, big pieces that people will enjoy a lot. And there you go. You got your slices of watermelon that people can enjoy on a nice hot day. Now, I really hope you enjoyed watching this magic trick that you can show other people at, your friends, families, at parties, at get-togethers, whatever you want to call it. It's perfect for summer because kids will love eating this. Anybody will. If you love watermelons, my gosh, you will enjoy it like there is no tomorrow. See? That's amazing. Even though they say it's seedless, it's not. As I've said for the third and final time. That is great, especially on a hot day. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button below. Also, share this with your friends, family, and all your social medias. And please remember, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are one of a kind. And please comment below. Oh, got a piece stuck in the back of my throat. Please comment below if there's something you want me to do. I will do it for you, as other people have mentioned for me to do, and I've done them for them. Also, remember, just thank you for being part of Cooking Squad, and also remember, keep calm and cook on.